I once believed that being a good worker came with only pros, and I couldn't see any visible or any pronounced cons that would come with having such a positive attribute. But I've been shocked, and a lot of persons in a lot of work environment have been surprised by their supervisor's attitude towards them when it comes to the issue of promotion. We have gotten to a stage where your hard work and your dedication could actually impede your growth within the company and impede your ability to get a promotion. And it's not necessarily because your supervisor hates you or because he's bad mind, as we would put it. It more has to do with his outlook and his lack of vision for you and your growth within the organization. A good supervisor will always look out for his workers or her workers in trying to get them to the next stage where they can play an important role to help the growth of the organization. But that is not necessarily automatic, because a bad supervisor will always be looking out for his or her best interest and not necessarily your personal growth. They are more concerned with what is going to happen if they lose you as a good and loyal worker. And therefore, they will sometimes block any opportunity that comes up within the company for you to move ahead, thinking that they're going to have a problem replacing you once you demit or once you exit that position. No, I'm not saying to you, don't be a good worker. You need to always do the best you can, because at the end of the day, you're actually writing your personal resume. All the experiences that you gather, all the know-how, all the technicalities of the company, of the operation that you would have garnered through years of experience will always come in handy. And when you move on to the next job opportunity that comes, you will be able to indicate that these are the things that you learned while being in your current job. But yes, it is disheartening to know that the person that you work with, who knows your capabilities, who knows your abilities, will basically stall or put roadblocks in your way to impede your growth within an organization simply because of his or her limited thinking and wanting you to remain in that position so they can look good by virtue of having you there to constantly undertake the task and get the job done. So how do you navigate such a situation? It's going to be difficult, because in most instances they have a say whether you get consideration, because they have the ability to recommend you for that job opportunity or to reject your consideration for growth. This is a very tricky situation, something that you need to pay attention to. And once you recognize that that's what's happening, it's not working out in your best interest, then chances are you'll have to think of moving on to another organization where you can get better opportunities, where you have persons looking out for your interests, for your growth and your development. It is disheartening and a hard pill to swallow to know that the person that you work with, who knows your capabilities, will put roadblocks and obstacles in your path so that they can keep you where you are at in order for them to look good.